to Ados the Great YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video we'll be going through how I went in Magic Round, and then I'll be giving you my round 12 tips for Indigenous round. Super excited, but anyway, let's get into this one guys. But before we do, give this video a like and hit that sub button. We're getting oh so close to 6,000 subs, and I can't get there without your legends' help. So please help me out, guys. Let's get to 6K, let's say by the end of July. I think we can do that. We should definitely be able to do that. But again, I can't do it without your help, legends. Let's get into it. So, first things first, Magic Round. I hope if you did attend Magic Round, you had an awesome weekend. It was such a good weekend of footy. I think they've taken it up a notch in 2024. It was incredible. The atmosphere was great. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. If you watch from home, I hope you enjoyed it as well. Wherever you watch from, I hope you enjoyed the footy this weekend. All right, first game, Raiders, Bulldogs. Very, very close game. I've got to give the Raiders credit here. The Bulldogs, you know, the Raiders had two plays in the sin bin at one point in the game, and the Dogs really couldn't capitalise on that. The Raiders were very good, in my opinion, in this game. Both sides, you know, they've been very unexpected this year, like how decent they've been. So I thought, you know, they played pretty well, both sides, all things considered. So yeah, really good win for the Raiders, in my opinion. The Bulldogs, a little bit disappointed they didn't capitalise on more opportunities. But yeah, hey, look, it's a tip right for me. You take them every day of the week. All right, next up, we've got the Seagulls against the Brisbane Broncos in what I believe to be the game of the round. Both these sides with players out. Broncos, no Reece Walsh, no Adam Reynolds. And there was someone else that was out too. I can't remember for the Broncos. Oh, the winger. I can't think of his name. I always forget. Yeah. It's not the Mariner, it's the other one. Arthur's, my apologies. Manly obviously had Tom Trbojevic out as well. So big names out for both sides. Broncos, they were lucky to get away with this one. And shout out to Jock Madden as well. Man, that was, you know, it was like third or fourth tackle. He just put over an early field goal. No one was really expecting it, even the crowd. So credit to him for showing that leadership, I guess. So yeah, he's really come a long way. So good win there for the Broncos. 1 point win, cracking game of footy. Right, next up we've got the Knights against the Titans. I backed in the Titans here. Look, I hate saying teams are robbed because I absolutely despise when fans use that. But this one was 1,000% a robbery. That was a try every day of the week. The NRL have even come out and said, yes, that should have been a try. So that is unfair because the Titans, I think they did deserve to win that. In my opinion, they were the better team in this one. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to the Knights for getting it done, I suppose. But yeah, that is a tip wrong for me. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit more salty. Next up, Sharkies against the Roosters. Again, another game you could consider game of the round. This one was entertaining as hell. The Sharks proved too good for the Roosters in the end. They're getting a 38-30 win. Nico Hines was incredible once again. The Roosters were strong, but man, the Sharks just wanted it more. And I think Sharks fans can finally say, give us the respect we deserve. Give us this respect. For about the last 3 to 4 weeks, I've been giving the Sharks their respect because they deserve it. So yeah, very good win there for Cronulla. My Rabbitohs against the Cowboys. Look, man, 40% of our squad is injured. To put out the performance that we did, I was actually very proud of the boys for that. Like, there was a lot of opportunities we didn't capitalise on, but there was a hell of a lot more opportunities that we did capitalise on that we haven't been in the past. So I'm very happy with, well, I'm not happy with the result. Obviously, they would lose, but I'm happy with the way we are moving. I think we're moving in the right direction there. So, yeah, look, disappointing result. Shout out to the Cowboys. Good win for them. But, yeah, look, I'm happy with the way we're moving. I'm happy with the way we're moving. And Trell, look, we don't... Yeah, look, he's not the fittest fullback. But I tell you what, one try and there was 2 try assists and I think 3, maybe 4 try involvements in total. So very, very good stuff there from Trell Mitt. So yeah, look, I'm pretty happy with how he played. Panthers Warriors. This one was another fantastic game, to be fair. Warriors fans, the atmosphere you guys brought to the crowd was incredible. Yeah, there's not much more I can say about that. Hey, the Warriors, the reason that your team won in this game was because you guys brought that atmosphere. They were playing off the back of you guys. The Warriors fans at Magic Ground were the best fans by far. I promise you that. The way they got the crowd involved, the whole stadium was cheering for the Warriors. I think at one point the Panthers fans were probably cheering for the Warriors. That is how good the Warriors fans were. So credit to you guys. Might not have got your tip right, but I'm happy you guys got the win. All right, next up, Storm and Eels. This was, I would say, probably the worst game of the round. Storm, even without Munster for the entire second half, I believe, put on a bloody clinic. 48-16 over Parramatta. Good win there for the Melbourne Storm. And then finally, the Dolphins, Hammer returning with 2 tries and just a clinic on the West Tigers. So very good result there for the Dolphins. All right, let's get into it. Round 12 tips. We have spoken way too long. First game of the round, we've got the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs against the St. George Illawarra Dragons on Thursday night. In the last 7 games, the Dragons have won 4 out of their 7. Bulldogs obviously winning 3. Both sides win these clashes by an average margin of 15 points. So I would say that this is likely to be a 13-plus win to whoever wins, but that's statistically wise. But the last 2 games have been under 13-plus, so we'll just put the foot down a little bit. We won't go too hard on this one. I think the Bulldogs are in slightly better form at the moment, but the Dragons are coming off a bye, which may work in their favour. In saying that, at a core stadium, I am going to tip the Dogs, and we're going to go by 6 points here. I think Bulldogs can get the win at home. Apologies for that. I'm still bloody crook. All right, next up, we've got the Cowboys against the West Tigers. In the last 8 games, the Cowboys have won 4 and the Tigers have won 4. So it's been pretty close. However, their games are not normally close, with the Cowboys winning the majority of their games by an average of 26 points. Tigers, when they do win, they've had a margin of 24 points. Now, these games have been buffered by the Cowboys' 74-point win last year and the Tigers' 48-point win last year. So, look, read into that what you will. I don't think this will be a 13-plus game, to be honest. I think this will be very close. If it was at the Tigers' home ground, I'd probably slightly favour the Tigers, but I am going to back in the Cowboys here. I think they will be too good at home. Seagulls and Storm, one of the games of the round, in my opinion. I think this will be a cracker. Storm have had the wood over the Seagulls of recent. The last 8 games, Storm have won 6 games by an average of 20 points, whereas the Manly have won 2 games by an average of 8. So, look, I think this will be a very close game. I think at Brookie, I'm going to go against the grain here and take Manly in a bit of an upset win. That may change later on in the week, and if it does, I'll let you know in the comments. But for now, I'm going to go Manly. I think, look, I know Turbo's out, but Manly showed a lot of grit against the Broncos there. Yeah, I really do think Manly can win this one. However, if Hughes is back for the Storm, there's a good chance I do move it to Storm. But we'll see when team lists come, and I will let you guys know, obviously. Next up, we've got the Canberra Raiders against the Sydney Roosters. This one is coming to you from GIO Stadium in Canberra. Now, the Raiders have won 3 of their last 7 against the Roosters by an average of 4 points. The Roosters have won 4 of their last 7 by an average of 17. Very interesting stuff there. Realistically, I think both sides are in pretty good form. Raiders have won 3 of their last 5 games Roosters have won 3 of their last 5 as well. So this one, another game of the round, potentially. Very entertaining game we should see here. Raiders have won their last 2 games against the Roosters, though, which does GIO. I think the Raiders can get up here, backing the home team in once again. I think it'll be a cracking game, but yeah, I think Raiders can get the job done. All right, Sharks against the Panthers. This one should be a very good game. I think this is the game of the round. We've got the Sharks winning one of their last 7 against the Panthers. Panthers winning 6 of their last 7 games by pretty big margins as well, to be fair. At Shark Park, I do think the Sharkies get up. I don't think it'll be a blowout by any means, but yeah, I am tipping in Cronulla there. All right, next up, we've got the Rabbitohs against the Eels. Rabbitohs have actually they've won 5 of their last 7 games against the Eels, and with an average winning margin of 26 points. Eels have only beaten the Rabbitohs 2 times in the last 7 with an average winning margin of 16 points. Look, I'm a Rabbitohs fan. Obviously, I'm going to back my boys in, so I am tipping in the Rabbitohs to beat Parramatta this weekend. All right, next up, we've got the Broncos and the Titans. Man, I really want to tip the Titans in this. I really, really do. But I just can't see them beating the Broncos. I'm backing in the Broncos. I think the Broncos will be too good there. Sorry, Titans fans. Yeah, I'm backing in the Broncos. All right, next up, we've got the Warriors against the Dolphins. Obviously, there's only been 2 games played, both last year. Round 14, the Warriors beat the Dolphins 30 points to 8. And in round 27, the Dolphins beat the Warriors 34 to 10. So very, very big scoring games there. I don't think it'll be that big of scoring in this one. I think the Warriors. Yeah, I think this is going to be another game of the round, to be fair. Dolphins in much better form. Their only loss in the last 5 games was to Newcastle. I'm backing in the Dolphins. I'm going the underdog once again. I think the Dolphins will be too good here for the Warriors. I think it'll be very close. I don't think many of these games this weekend are going to go 13 plus. But yeah, let's review the tips once again, guys. So for round 12, Bulldogs 1-12 over the Dragons. Cowboys 1-12 over the Tigers. I'm going to backflip. I'm going to back Storm. I know. I've changed my mind. I got a feeling about Manly and Brookie, but I just think Storm are too good to go past. So I'm going to go Storm 1-12. I don't think it'll be a blowout. Raiders. Yeah, Raiders 1-12. Sharkies 1-12. Rabbitohs 13 plus. I'm going to manifest this. I promise you. I said it about the Cowboys. I was wrong, but I'm seeing improvement. I am going to say Rabbitohs 13 plus over the Parramatta Eels. I'm backing my boys in, guys. I've got to show that positivity. Broncos, I'm going to say 1-12 in this one, and then Dolphins 1-12. So the Rabbitohs only 13 plus win. Telling you right now, I've got to back in my boys. I've got to be positive, and I'm going to back them in strong. Let's go, Rabbitohs. All right. Try scorers. My apologies. Anytime for the Bulldogs, Josh Adokar. For the Cowboys, Val Holmes. For the Storm, I'm going Faye Longo. For the Raiders, I'm going Nick Kotrick. For the Sharkies, going Nico Hines. For the Bunnies, I'm going Alex Johnston. Broncos, I'm going Selwyn Cobbo. And for the Dolphins, I'm going Hammer. Have an amazing week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.